guys, Ray Bashir here with Blue Shield Tactical Systems. Today we're going to talk about somewhat of a controversial issue or topic, and that's using strikes in law enforcement. And when can we use those strikes? You know, there's a lot of confusion on that, especially amongst the population, that they look at a strike by a police officer and they say, oh, well, the police can't hit someone. Yes, they can. There's no policy that I've seen out there within law enforcement that states that you can't. So let's talk about some of those circumstances. What are most individuals trying to do? They're trying to pull away. I have his arm, he's trying to run. So, yeah, and get away from it. That's defensive resistance. Now, understand, we're at a close distance here. If we were further away and he comes forward at me, I can use something on my belt generally. But we're not. We're here at a close distance. Now he does what? He turns and faces me instead of trying to run away. As soon as he turns and faces me, I have to make a decision. That decision has to be fast. It has to be immediate. So I'm going to deliver that strike. Boom, I'm going to hit him, get separation, so I can use something on my belt. The problem is, if I don't make the decision and he gets off that strike first, I may end up on the ground, him over the top of me, hitting me, taking my gun away from me, and killing me. We never know. We never have time to stop and go, hey, sir, what's your intentions while you're striking me? You know? So that's the first circumstance. If I'm here and he turns and he faces me, or he does what? He grabs me. Guys, attack. That there is active aggression. When he's grabbing me, it is no longer defensive resistance. And I need to use those strikes to get him off of me, because now I realize his intent. Here's the other circumstance. He's back a little bit further away from me. Now, understand, when we're talking about this, if he becomes aggressive at that distance, I can't deliver that strike, right? Too far away. But what can I deliver at this distance? My front thrust kick. I push him back, and now I can use something on my belt because I'm going to be moving at that angle again, trying to get away from him because he's coming forward at me. If I am telling an individual, sir, stay back, and he starts coming forward, boom, I need to hit him, or if he's coming back, boom, I use that front thrust kick and I get him back away from me. Those are some of the circumstances you can use those strikes. Also, where should I be delivering that punch? To the face, to the nose, right? Why would I strike someone in the chest? I have never been in a fight, guys, where the rules were I can only punch you in the chest, and you can punch me in the face all you want to, because what's that other person going to be doing? He's going to try to hit you in the face. So why would you teach a law enforcement officer to strike someone in the chest? It doesn't make any sense. Not only that, if you've ever been in a fight and you've been hit in the nose, which I have, your eyes water up, it makes it hard for you to see, and it orients the person there for a second, and allows you to be able to access something on that belt. Okay? I also see sometimes where the person is on the ground. They have their arms pinned. Again, defensive resistance. If they're trying to hide their arms, unless they're reaching down towards their waistline where they're trying to access a weapon, this is generally defensive resistance. And I see officers striking. We give a better alternative to that in our Close Contact Defense Instructor course that we teach. But it's not necessarily wrong. But again, if there's a bunch of officers on them and they say, I can't get my hand out, there's times that they can't because of the pressure. We also have to worry about asphyxiation from positional because of all that weight being down on top of them. So guys, hopefully you learned something today from that. Again, use strikes when they're necessary to do so. They're a great tool. You don't want to take a 115-pound female officer, put her against a 250-pound male and tell her to strike him in the chest. It's not going to work out for her. Okay? Log on to BlueShieldTactical.com. Also comment on our Facebook page if you have any questions about this. We appreciate the support. Thank you.